Happy Friday, you guys. Okay, I told you I was going to do a video so I can explain. So the first thing I want to tell you guys before we get started for today is I wanted to give you a reminder that I am at the beach and y'all are at school. I just thought that would be fun. I thought y'all would want to remember where I was, okay? So, for all seriousness, what we're going to do is when I tell you to go, don't start yet, but when I tell you to go, I'm going to want you to get out a piece of notebook paper. And the reason I don't want you to do it right away is because you are not going to take a piece of paper out of a spiral and tear it out. You are not going to take a piece of paper out of your journal and tear it out. You are going to get a piece of paper out of your notebook. You're going to open the binder clips, take out the piece of paper, close the binder clips, have a nice, clean, crisp piece of paper, okay? There's paper at the back of the room, but don't go take paper if you have your own. Don't be lazy and not get it out of your bag, okay? So 1, 2, 3, go get a piece of paper, okay? I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds to do this. It shouldn't take too long, all right? Good book. Okay, I feel like that should have been enough time. All right, so I need you to raise your right hand. Hopefully you know what your right hand is. And at the top right of your paper, I want you to write your name. First and last name. For those of you that don't write your last name, whole name, get it on there, capitalize first and last name, okay? Write your name. And so what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be writing. And I know you're like, oh, Ms. Strickland, I don't like to write. And I totally understand that. But this is actually a really fun activity. So I'm going to give you 4 different prompts to choose from, okay? Whenever you see the prompt, whichever one that you want to pick, it's your prompt and the one that speaks to you, you're going to write your name, or not your name, you're going to write the prompt at the top, okay? So you write the prompt, and that way everybody knows what you're writing about, okay? So you're going to write the prompt. When the timer starts, you are going to write. It's going to be a story. It's a fun story. You can make it a scary story if you want to. You can make it a funny story if you want to. You can make it a sad story. It's whatever. It's your story. You get to pick, okay? I am going to ask that you guys do your best with your handwriting because there's other people that are going to be sitting down at your desk and they are going to be reading what you wrote and they need to be able to see what it is, okay? So you're going to write the entire time. It's going to be a 4-minute timer and you are going to write, okay? When the timer goes off, you are going to finish your sentence. You're going to finish the sentence, okay? Then Miss Kendall's going to have you get up. You're going to walk around the room, walk around. And when she says stop, you're going to sit down at the closest desk. Now, here's the thing. You are more than welcome to sit down at your friend's desk. That does not bother me. That's fine. But you need to make sure that you do the work that you're supposed to do, okay? So after the timer, after you sit down, on the left-hand margin, so when you're looking at the paper, okay, it's going to be on the left-hand side, whatever line that the person who you're sitting at, their paper, whatever line they're on, you're going to put your name in the margin. You can just put your first name. So I would put like Sam S. That's fine, okay? And then if they stopped in the middle of the paper, period, you're going to keep writing. So you're going to get another 4 minutes. You're going to read what they wrote, and then you're going to continue their story. So if they are writing a funny story, you are going to continue writing that story in a funny manner. If they're writing a scary story, you want it to be scary. If it's a sad story, you want it to be sad, okay? And so you're going to write, again, the entire time. When the timer goes off, you are going to finish the sentence, and then we're going to get up and do it again. Now, when we sit down again, you are not going to do anything. I don't want you writing your name, anything, because we need to make sure we're at a new desk. The whole time that we're doing this, and we're doing like 5 rounds of it, you are never going to be sitting at the same seat. So I don't want everybody to sit down and there's one seat left and somebody's like, Ms. Strickland, I've already been at this seat. Okay, so we're not going to do that. So you'll sit down and then Miss Kendall will say, is everybody at a new seat? If everybody's at a new seat, then you will write your name in the margin and then you will continue to write, okay? Again, you want to read, make sure you're keeping in the tone of how they wrote, okay? Again, funny, be funny. Sad, be sad. Scary, be scary, okay? Dramatic, be dramatic. Okay, eventually the last, I think it's round 5, you will come back to your seat and you will finish your story. That means you will never go to anybody else's seat and start finishing their story. You will be continuing their story the whole time, okay? The whole time. So when you get back to your seat, you will complete your story and put an ending on it, okay? So this is musical writing. It's fun. Most kids love it because they love to see what kids wrote on their paper. When we are done, at the very end, you're going to be given two options. The first option is you can either turn it in, you get a grade for today, everything's good. Or you can choose to take it home over the weekend and just type up a final draft. Like, I don't even need to know that it was, Sally is who it is. And then I don't need to know the names of the people that wrote. You're just writing a nice, clean, crisp final draft. So we're talking about correct capitalization, spelling, punctuation, grammar, all of it. And then you're going to email me your final draft typed up. And you're going to get an extra credit, like extra 100, and you'll bring back the other draft, okay? So that's what we're doing today, guys. It's super important. If you decide to take it home for homework, for the extra credit, you have to bring the original back. Because if you don't bring the original back, then you get a 0 for what we did in class today. So you want to make sure that at the end of class, you take your paper and you put it in a folder and be responsible enough to keep up with it, okay? All right. I love y'all. I hope y'all are having a great week at school. I know that I'm enjoying laying out at the beach in Jamaica. Hopefully I'll come back with a nice tan and some good stories, all right? Y'all be good for Miss Kendall. Bye.